welcome back. So today we are doing our first ever mom-preneur / mom panel, where we have a great array of moms and mompreneurs here, and we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of different subjects. So in the coming weeks, there'll be several different segments on some very interesting topics.
Yes, very applicable to our mom life.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about things that I think that moms deal with on a regular basis. The first one we're going to talk about is social media.
Because many of us are quite active on social media, right?
Yes.
Whether you're trying to run your own business or whether you're trying to keep in touch with relatives and just stay in touch with the world and things that are going on, we're all using social media these days to do that.
Right.
But how much are we on it?
We're going to ask all of our ladies here. First, I think we'll do a group one. Hi, ladies.
Hi. We're so honored to have all you ladies here.
Yeah. So, do you all use social media?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
How often? That's a scary question, right?
Every day.
Yes.
Scheduled posts, absolutely.
Okay, so you're a mompreneur.
Yes.
Would that be fair to say?
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
And you use social media, so you're a vlogger, you're on YouTube, so you have to be on it a little bit more.
Perhaps, yeah.
Perhaps. But do you schedule it then so that you're not on it all the time?
I try my best. Facebook now has a thing, if you do have a Facebook page, you can actually schedule your posts because there's just algorithms within these websites where if you're posting frequently, this is how you can engage with your audience, essentially.
Right.
So rather than me sit there and post something myself every 2 hours, I can, at nighttime, schedule a bunch of posts and have them go live the next day.
So as a mompreneur, there's a science to success almost on social media these days.
I believe there is, yeah.
So let's pull the business side out of it. As moms or ladies, how often do you find yourself on social media?
I don't think I'd want to know. If I actually timed it, I don't want to know how much time
I'm friends with you on
actually
Facebook. She's honest.
Too much.
I'm like, oh, she liked it already.
I'm guilty of that too. I mean, it's just part of life, right? And what about you ladies in the back? How often do you feel like you're on there?
I feel, for me, on the personal side, not often, but on the business side, I totally agree with Amanda for scheduling posts, and I schedule my time on social media.
You're good.
So the way that I balance it is I have set times where I check my Twitter feed, check my Facebook feed, check my Instagram feed, and I am not checking it in between those times.
That's very good.
Yeah, so
let's keep it in control for you, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then I can go in and take care of it and be efficient and not find myself wasting hours scrolling the feed. So I have my set times. I go in and check my feeds. Once I check my feeds, reply to my comments, I sign out. And
it's great that you're that is very in control and organized. Like
we talk about that all the time.
We talk about it. That's hard. I'm a voyeur, maybe a creeper.
We just did this social media shutdown challenge, right? And so we asked all of our moms if they could to do it. If they couldn't, we know that some couldn't because social media is actually your business. Yeah. And I was nervous for Vanessa.
You know what? I was nervous for myself as well, but we actually were quite successful for it. We really enjoyed it. We weren't on social media at all. And some of our other moms joined in and did a tailored version.
You said something.
Oh, when you sent the email out and asked us to do
it. You didn't respond right away?
No, I didn't respond, and I kind of broke out in a bit of a rash. I wanted to commit to it, and I really wanted to participate, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do that.
But
it was kind of like a diet, right?
You
say, oh, you're on a diet, and you say, no bread, no this, and I just go eat it all, right? You can't tell me I can't do something, or I'm just going to be craving it. Yeah, absolutely.
I did it, or a modified version, because I still had to maintain, I get messages through my page, so I wanted to at least be responsive to those. But I found it was actually really liberating. Like, I felt like it was a time of year, because it was over the Christmas break, when it was really appropriate to not be posting. And I found then that I didn't feel like I had an obligation to do anything on that. So for me, it was really liberating. It was really stressful, though. I think I echo what you're saying, that I effectively built a business running on social media. So it was a little bit of, well, it was a lot to really let go of that and just step back from it and say, no, I'm not going to do it for now.
And we were nervous about the same thing. And we did find that, the increase in followers kind of started to lull a little bit. And but because we had committed to it, it was okay. But it's not something you'd want to do all the time while running a business, because obviously on social media, it's very effective to run a business on
there.
Now,
what about the emotional connection to social media, which we're kind of dipping into here? You use Facebook. Everybody uses Facebook. Do you ever find that Facebook kind of gives you some Facebook depression?
I find that I monitor who I follow. I do have some friends and family that maybe post some really negative things or just hard to view things, and I don't want to follow them. So they have a feature where you don't have to unfriend, but you can
Unfollow.
unfollow.
Yeah.
And I just enjoy putting myself around positive,
people
encouraging
see-
people.
No.
No, it's all anonymous.
Okay.
And I still love you. I might still want to have coffee with you, but like, dude, your Facebook feed like is not that enjoyable. So I find I monitor who I follow and what I watch. And I even like, if it's before bed and I see an ad or some sort of article, is this going to be a negative thing? Should I just skip it and skip it? So I try not to.
She said that to me once. I posted like a car seat thing on Instagram, and she's like, it was 6 in the morning. She's like, whoa! It was like,
Well, it was 6 a.m. and it
too
was about
emotional.
the impact of a car seat, and I was just like, I just woke up. I'm with my little guy, and I'm like, that was too much for me early in the morning. I don't need to see that.
Yeah.
So, have any of you ever felt like it's bringing you down, or like a little bit blue from looking at posts that are in your feeds?
I found about a year ago I stopped checking my personal newsfeed.
Yeah.
I actually do not check my personal newsfeed at all. And if occasionally I'll go in and check on relatives or certain friends and see what they're up to, but I actually stopped checking it because it got to the point for me where I was thinking, what is this bringing into my life? Like, how is this benefiting me? Do I need to know this information? Especially right before I go to sleep, because a lot of the times it would get me riled up or in a negative mood. So I actually don't check my personal newsfeed anymore.
Yeah, what about you? Do you feel like, I was just say, Christine, 'cause- and Renee.
I read almost everything.
Yeah.
I
It doesn't impact you.
No, I don't know. Some things I do skip. If I think it's going to impact me too much or I just don't want to, I'm not in the mood for it, then I'll skip it.
Yeah.
But otherwise I read like everything.
Yeah.
And Renee, you said use Facebook mostly as your social media. So how do you ever get impacted or you're not on it that often, or?
I skip the things that are going to be heavy.
Yeah.
And I don't need it. I'm mostly in there for the recipes, feed my family.
Yeah, you can find great
Feed my
recipes on
family.
social media. for
I
sure.
actually found a recipe on there yesterday. It's like mom posted a chicken one, and I was like, and then use it later that night.
So
great food.
clearly there are pros and cons to being on social media.
Yes.
So what would you say if you want to end up on a positive note? What do you think the best things about social media are for you guys?
I think how it brings a community together. Especially, I can see the negatives if you're a younger person and how you may not just appreciate all the things that go on behind the scenes, but how it brings a community together and
Yeah.
how you can uplift people.
Yeah,
Right.
we love it. We totally love it.
Yeah.
So obviously social media is a huge part of Diapers and Lip Gloss and Vanessa and Melissa and moms' lives. And we think it is just, something that's important to talk about.
Well, it's a great tool, and obviously it's something that you need to be aware of how much time you're investing.
and how it's impacting you.
Yeah, and how it's impacting you, and you use it wisely, basically, is I guess the tips here today.
So stay tuned next week for more of our mom panel. And you can follow us on Instagram at Diapers and Lip Gloss.
Yes, follow us on social media. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye.